What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Bad Wolf. I know it's been a while, but you guys been busy. Getting ready to bring you guys lots of new videos, so bear with me, okay? It's going to be a long day of shooting, but got lots of stuff. Lots of stuff to give you. All right, so first off, I just want to thank everybody who has supported the channel. The donations are still coming in despite the whole, health scare, with COVID and whatever else. Thank you guys for still, supporting the channel. I see there's a lot of new people out there, copying some of the work we do here and whatever else. Hey, my hat goes off to you. You know what? It's spreading the word. It's not always about the money out there. People are waking up to what's really going on, and that's fine. And you know what? I've taken my scars, I've taken my wounds from these people out here who don't believe this is real. Friends and family, even today on Facebook, they're just like, oh, this isn't real, or blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. But they don't do the research. That's what gets me about these people, is they don't do the research. They're sitting back being trolls, and that's okay, because there's lots of bridges, lots of churches, and so they need trolls to guard those places as well. So that being said, I also want to thank everybody. I'm sorry I don't have time to go through all the names, but I do see when each and every one of you guys subscribe. I appreciate you. Like, seriously, the channel has gotten up to 2,000 subscribers, and I don't even know how many people just come and view the materials and they don't subscribe. But to you guys specifically, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. That being said, let's jump into the first video. This one's going to be about secured party investors, okay, or secured party creditors. Now, what is a secured party creditor? Okay, I talked about this a little bit in some other videos, but the question keeps coming up. A secured party creditor is what we have the ability, which was, I guess, as free sovereign people, okay, because our signatures actually create money, okay, because we can create work. So when you use your signature, that can be monetized. That can be used to establish a contract. So this is based off of doing a UCC1. Okay, I made another video on that specifically. So this is more so just going to talk about the definition, but I'll kind of intertwine them. All right, so when you do a UCC1, so if you go to your state's website and look on there somewhere how to file a UCC1 lien, it'll be on there. Every major business, every corporation, every state has some form of corporation. They have formed it into a corporation. When you form it into a corporation, your business, then it falls underneath the jurisdiction of your state and these codes, okay, the UCC codes. Get the UCC code book. It's huge. It's like $200 or $300. You can get most of it, I think, online with all the codes. They have to operate by these codes. Your banks, your hospitals, your churches, all these places, when they incorporate, that's what they're under. So that's why there's a lot of remedy to get out of situations with your city, your state, and whatever else through these UCC codes. Some of them know about it. Not all of them. A majority of them, will research information because they don't even know they're underneath it. They just got to sign the paperwork. But when it comes to law, if you're underneath that jurisdiction, you have to abide by them. That's why, like, a lot of these restaurants and bars and places, when they're told to shut down, they have to shut down. They have to do these things because they're underneath these UCC rules. Okay, so check out the UCC books, check out the UCC laws and rules and codes, all that stuff. I've gotten out of many tickets and bills and things of that nature, paid off things just because of what's in this book, but nobody does the research. So once you file a UCC1, you're going to file it against yourself. And I do provide some of the information. It should be down below on that. You don't have to use that. You can just type in, how to do a UCC on Google, on YouTube, on the internet, and it'll pull up the information on how to do a UCC1. Okay, but here's the thing. A lot of people will put a lien against, certain people, a business and whatever else. Now, you want to be careful not to do it against officers and judges and whatever else, unless you have a legitimate gripe. And by gripe, I mean a legitimate claim, because if you just have a complaint against them and you do that, they can come after you for fraud because you don't have any interest in that party. Nothing going on. You can't just not like somebody and do that, okay? So when you do it and you do it against yourself, you enter into a contract that can't be broken except by you. Okay, when you do a normal UCC against a business, or when somebody does one against you, it'll cost you like $5, $10, $20 to do it. And then the other party for free can remove it by saying, no, you don't have an interest there, and it's perfectly legal. Okay. To be honest, I did it to somebody when I had a business partner and they wanted to put one against me in the business. Okay. So did they have a legitimate thing? Yeah. But the thing is like, I also had put money into it too, and they were trying to claim all of it. All right. So I'm just not having it. And here's the thing, even if something was 100% legit and they do have a reason for it, you can still delete it at any point in time. Okay. So my thing is this: when you do a UCC1, you're entering yourself into a contract with yourself, which means it's unbreakable other than when it lapses out in like 5 years or something like that. Depending on your state, each one might do it a little bit different. But what do you need it for? What does it do? Well, you put on there that you have a lien against your own house, car, TV, materials, assets, bank accounts, all of that material that's yours, and truly yours. And that way, nobody can come in and say, oh, well, I'm going to take your house or your car or your whatever because you have a lien against it. Okay. Keeping in mind that all these things should be paid off that you're claiming, because otherwise, like if you do your house and you're not paid off, then your secured party lien goes into second position because, you know, your bank will have first lien, you become second. Okay. Which still protects you, but obviously, you know what that is. They have to get their money before you get your money, which means anybody else trying to get it you guys have to get your money paid out. So I recommend putting like, you know, $500,000, $1 million lien on there. According to one of my sources, if you do over $500 million on your lien, which I don't recommend doing, even though I've done it, they probably will deny you because you're starting to become a major international player at that point in time. So keep it small, keep it humble, stay underneath the radar. You know, put up to $1 million, you know, 5 million, something underneath there is totally fine. Now exactly how you do that, I've made another video on that, and I also provide the information, and you can also Google it. But if you want it from me, you can get it down below. You don't have to. You can look it up, how to do a UCC1, and once you find that information, then you're going to do it against yourself. But in short, you're going to file it where you use, now they're getting smart, okay, and I'll cover a little bit of that. So when you file it, you're going to put your name as the secured party, and you're going to put your regular name with just the capital letter, lowercase, as the secured party, or the financier. The debtor, which is also you, but it's your straw man. It's the all capitalized name, which represents you as a business, which is why these places are trying to only issue you birth certificates, not certificate of live births, which you get from the hospital. So if you need one, get it from your hospital. Or if you have a birth certificate, get it authenticated, okay? Proves you're a real being and not the all caps business format, okay? I'm gonna do a video on that one too. So you put your all caps name as the debtor. Now, what they've been doing is they go, oh, you can't file it against yourself. Okay, so now they've caught on that people are protecting their assets and you're starting to be recognized as a secured party. They don't want you to know your true power and ability, so they want to hide it. Okay, now this is educational materials only. You make sure your first name is in lowercase lettering, the other name all caps. Okay, that's the differentiated differences between the two different entities, which by law is designated as such. Now, when you do this, educational purposes, for instance, to change my first name, might put either Sir or Mr. or Master James on there, and then just put my name, you know, as all caps with no, you know, specific designation in the beginning of it, okay, or vice versa. Or I might use my full name as my strawman name and just my abbreviated, you know, first initial, second initial, or whatever, or secondary name that I go by. Be creative, okay? Because they've been catching on, and they, you know, I mean, I've been messaged by some of these groups, and they've been like, oh, we know what you're doing, and this and that. So what? It's not illegal, and it's our right to be able to do these things. It's just they're curving it because this takes money out of their pocket, okay? So look up how to protect yourself, do the UCC1, become a secured party, because once you become a secured party, a lot of things start opening up to you, okay? I'm not going to go into all the things because I want you to do the research, but you have control over it. You are now looked at as a banker or a private banker. So this also helps when you do things like negotiable instruments, which are information about that is below. You know, let's just say you've got bank-like power, okay? So do your research, people. Like I said, giving you a lot of tidbits here. I'm not going to go into every single thing. You have to do the work so that you know it, okay? And for the love of God, you know, how should I say this? Don't just think that getting the information, buying it from me or whoever, and then you just blah, blah, blah is going to make everything just go away, okay? Some of these things are processes. It takes time to build these things. And you have to learn yourself what these words mean and what they are, okay? I'm not just here trying to get money from you guys or whatever else, you know? It's the fact that you have to learn these things so that when you're asked, you're confronted, you're in court, you're dealing with a cop, you're dealing with a judge, you're dealing with whoever, you know exactly how to stand on it, okay? Not just, oh, well, there was a video this guy made and he said that if I sent this to you, okay, research the words, learn it. Why are you sending it to this person specifically? Who are they? What jurisdiction are they in? Learn as much as you can, guys. I get it. Everybody wants to get out of jail free card. That's how I got started, getting ripped off by people who offered fake materials and scammed and whatever else. I mean, hell, I made a video just last month talking about how I got scammed on Facebook. And this is me. You know, I'm super smart. I've got an IQ over 162. Okay? So here's the thing. You can be as smart as you want and still get scammed. There's brilliant people out there who are friends who are nurses, friends who are cops, friends who are doctors, getting scammed by somebody else, and they're very smart people. Okay? It's because we're not doing enough research. Now, you're not going to fool me in the stuff I've done research on, okay? I know this stuff inside and out. I've been doing it for years. So you guys my goal is to have you guys as knowledgeable as I am in any specific area, okay? So I'm going to bring this to you. Once again, the station YouTube channel is all about truth and facts, stuff I've been through, stuff I've done, stuff I know. And I'm still learning. I'm learning stuff even right now, and I'm going to bring that to you once I get it mastered so then you guys can follow suit. But with or without me on this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, notifications. Although if you do it now, you're probably going to get a lot of notifications on videos coming up. But I'm going to bring you guys this stuff. All right. So Bad Wolf is over and out. I appreciate each and every one of yous. Take care, stay healthy, and stay tuned to more videos coming up. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys.